Hello, second through fifth grade leaders. I'm going to go over our June week 2 activities. Okay, so the first activity you're going to do, you're going to get 10 craft sticks and welcome the kids in. You're going to put the craft sticks randomly in a pattern on the floor or on the table, whichever one you're sitting at. Then what you're going to do is you're going to tell kids, how many people am I inviting to the party? They're going to count the sticks or look at the formation and try to guess, but actually what you're going to do is when you're at the table, you're going to be like kind of lean forward and sit with your hands like this and be like looking at the thing. And the number of kids going to the party is going to be based on how many fingers you have out. Like right here, I have 8. You could put 2 and then 5, and that would be 7. You could just have these fingers out while you're leaning on the tables, and that would be 3. So you keep playing, keep rearranging the sticks, see if they can guess. If a kid guesses it, say good job, and then rearrange them. Don't tell them how. They probably just got a lucky guess. So that's just going to be a fun little game to play. And then after you played it and they're super frustrated and they can't figure out what you're doing, then let them in on the secret. Okay? Then if you wanted to, then you could let them, as a new kid comes in, have them guess it. So the next thing you're going to do, you're going to have a piece of paper. You're going to ask kids to write down 5 to 10 habits they feel that are good habits and they're important to have, okay? So you want them all to work on this. If they're not feeling very inspired, there's a dice in here. And if they roll a dice, it'll say, write something, a good habit about your attitude or good habit about your time so that they don't get stuck. Then what you're going to do is you're going to have all of the kids, once they're done, you're going to say, okay, ready, set, read one of your things. Ready, set, go all at the same time and have them yell them. And then they can say, oh, I heard this kid say this, heard this kid say this, heard this kid say that. And then pick a different one and then say 1, 2, 3, yell it. And then they'll say, okay, I heard him say this. It's just a good way to get them thinking about joy and attitude and good habits. Awesome. Okay, then we're going to go to our large group. And large group, we're going to be talking about the Feast of Booths, which is an Old Testament story where the people celebrated the reading of God's word. Okay. So after you do that at large group, you're going to come back to small group and you're going to hang these symbols up all around the room on your walls. Okay. And then what you're going to do is you're going to give the kids a clue, and they're going to have to pick one of these symbols that are hanging on the wall to go to say that that's the answer to the clue. Once you then go and reveal which is the answer to the clue, and the kids who pick the wrong one can come over to that clue, and you're going to challenge them with a question, and they can either answer it as a group or you can pick on someone individually. And if they get the answer right, they've got these party horns. Give each kid a party horn for this, and they're gonna blow their party horns. Then you're gonna give them, come back to the middle of the room, do a new clue, go to the new thing. Once they get to the right clue, ask them a question. If they get the question right, have them blow their party horns. Okay, so it's all about celebrating. The next thing that you're going to do is you're going to actually have them build tents or the booths. We're going to take Play-Doh and roll it into balls so that they can put toothpicks in the Play-Doh. Okay, and then using Play-Doh and toothpicks, they'll make the posts. And then we have a bandana or a few bandanas to make tents with. But they're going to have to earn their supplies. They're going to have to earn their Play-Doh clumps, and they're going to have to earn their toothpicks and their covering by answering questions. So you're going to roll the dice. They're going to answer the question. If they get it right, you roll the dice, and they get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6 of the items that are listed. So you can follow that on the paper. But it'll help them review this Bible story and then also kind of understand what the tents were like and why they all camped out there. Next thing you're going to do is a discussion and prayer. So there's some discussion questions here. Really want to make sure they get through that. And the prayer time, you're going to focus on reading from Proverbs 17:22, which is our memory verse. And it's a cheerful heart makes you healthy, but a broken spirit dries you up. But we're going to pray about that. And there's some prayer prompts right here. So make sure you pull that paper out and do that together to pray. We have a final activity, which is a memory verse activity. You may not get to this, which is fine. Or you may have kids who are there longer, and you can play with this with the kids. Basically, you're going to put them into pairs, and then one at a time, bring those pairs up, and they have to do together whatever this is. This says, say the verse while pretending to play the piano. So they get their Bibles out and read it, and then do that. But then they're also going to get, as they do that, try to get the rest of the group to say the verse with them, okay? So you can change it up, and there's probably about 10 different ways to say the verse. This is just going to be a fun way to get the verse to be memorized by them. And that's all we've got, you guys. You are fantastic. Thank you so much for serving. Talk to you soon.